before my posting here, I had not been to Rwanda, but I had heard a lot about Rwanda. Rwanda is one of those countries that Kenyans speak a lot about. So I was really looking forward to coming to Rwanda. And when I got this posting, I was quite excited. And having landed in Rwanda, the first thing that struck me was first the reception that Rwanda gave me as a Kenyan ambassador, very warm, and that spoke to the relations that Rwanda has had with Kenya ever since they began bilateral relations. So I've had a very warm welcome here, very cordial relationships between Kenya and Rwanda. It's evident because I've been here for a very short period. We've hosted quite a number of high-level dignitaries. We've had CSs here in a span of about 2-3 months. We had the CS Sports, who came to attend the late Gavai's burial. We had our CS Transport, and then we had our Deputy President just attending Kwibuka, representing our President. And just last week on Friday, we had our Head of State here attending the Africa CEO Forum. So that shows you how cordial we are with Rwanda, and that's one of the areas that really impresses me as a new High Commissioner here. The other thing I must say about Rwanda, it has a beautiful, very receptive people who are more or less, we share a lot in terms of tradition and cultures and customs. In Kenya-Rwanda, when they speak Kenya-Rwanda, I understand it being Bantu. Yeah. So we have a shared history, shared customs, so it makes it very easy for a Kenyan to assimilate in Rwanda. I will not finish this without talking about how organized Kigali is. I have not been able yet to move to other parts of Rwanda. I intend to do that within a short period of time. But I can speak about Kigali. The infrastructure is just amazing. A very organized way of doing things. It's been a great experience. Not at all, actually. It was quite. It was a surprise, but it's something that, I receive with a lot of gratitude. I have worked with the UN before. I've worked for UNON. I've worked for UNEP. So I'm not completely new to bilateral and international relations. So that background gives me a good backdrop to deliver on this posting. It was a very exciting appointment, and what better country than Rwanda? My main priority is to strengthen the already existing very good relations. I want to see those, really grow and strengthen. My second priority would be trade and investment. We have a lot of Kenyan companies doing business here. We have a lot of trade between Rwanda and Kenya. I would love to see that strengthened. And of great importance is the Northern Corridor. Our Northern Corridor, Rwanda being a very strategic country for Kenya, that I would want to see strengthened. And we've had a couple of engagements. The CS Transport was here. Just last week we had Kenya Pipeline and Kenya Ports Authority here paying us a courtesy visit, and they've had quite a number of engagements with the Rwandan authorities in the Ministry of Trade. Just to see what we can do to enhance our, relationship or our use of Northern Corridor. That's key for me. We also had MOUs signed when the President came here last year in April for state visits, invited by His Excellency Paul Kagame, and he signed on the sidelines a couple of MOUs that some have already been implemented, a few. Others, we are still waiting for midterm review sometime in June. That's very key for me to see that the MOUs have been implemented. And also just to take care of our huge diaspora presence. We have about 8,000 or more Kenyans living in Rwanda, to just make sure that their concerns have been taken care of. We've had 2 of them actualized. We have a couple of them going for midterm review, and we're in touch with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here because our midterm review is due in June. We'll probably do it before the elections here in Rwanda. So we're looking at June for midterm review so we can, fast track implementation, and a few of them waiting for signatures. So we're really still working to push the MOUs to fruition. What they agreed upon is that Kenya is actually going to work together with Uganda, and that's the latest. Kenya is going to work together with Uganda to at least, for starters, do the rail from Naivasha, where it has reached,
yes,
to Kisumu and to Malaba. So that is the most urgent implementation for the discussions that came out during the Mombasa meeting. And I'm aware that the countries Uganda, Rwanda, and Kenya are working together to finance that rail from Naivasha to Malaba. Rwanda is going to have to be able to pay cheaper if that is actualized, because then they will just have to pick their products from Malaba.
Yeah.
Now using the SGR has been a bit of a sticky area for them, because their products come to Naivasha and then they have to store them and then they have to use road. So you've got to pay twice. You pay for road and you pay for SGR. Yeah. So that will be a win for both Kenya and Rwanda once actualized. Yes, we already had the Nairobi-led peace process for Rwanda and DRC, and we also have the Luanda-led peace process, and we are depending heavily on those 2 peace processes to deliver a solution for the 2 countries. And I'm quite sure that ultimately we will find a solution using the 2 peace processes in place. I know that he's very committed to both processes, the Rwanda process and the Nairobi process. Thank you very much.